What's that? You want to see my pussy? Well, it's a bit unorthodox, but here you go! So adorable, oh, little one. I am a little bit sick today, so I am going to, I figured it might be something to do with me not having enough vitamins, because I feel like I'm getting a flu or something. So I'm gonna try this strange thing that I found in the pantry. It's very hard, but it says it's like a vitamin drink, so you know, I'm just gonna go ahead and have a go. So, oh, it looks like yellow cocaine. Oh, so let's pour that straight in here. How many? It's not supposed to dissolve, right? Alright. Cheers. Oh! Vitalicious! Let's get right to the topic, shall we? So the topic this week is: describe what androgyny means to you and how you embody it. Now, this was suggested by Rouge. Rouge, brilliant topic. High time we get on to talking about what the core meaning of this channel is all about. So let's get straight into it, shall we? I'll address the ladies first. So as many of you will know right about now that you know, Flower has actually left the building, and it's just, I'm just so sad. You know, I really did like Flower as a person and what she had to say, and getting to know her over the past 8 weeks. It was really a joy. So I mean, thank you, Flower, for being with us for so long. And look, all the best for you and your partner and your career and everything in the future. Friday, Leslie. Now, as many people have already commented, we couldn't hear you in your last video, which was a shame. So yeah, I guess, yeah, I don't really have much else to say about that. Psycho Saturday. Oh, Tramp, I just loved how you were so caught off guard by the topic that was pulled out of the hat by Barbie Glam 1219, I believe it was. Hey, Barbie. Yeah, I just, oh, that was so funny, you know, and you're like, oh my god, what do I do? Oh my god, oh shit, you know, like, that was hilarious. So, and I loved it when you know, you picked up your camera and we were moving around your room and we moved away from your set, that we saw, like, you know, I was sort of like, I felt like I was sort of like glimpsing over you, like, I'm like, oh, that's part of his bedroom, and oh, that's where he you know, does his makeup and stuff. Like, I love seeing those little parts of you. Just very quickly say that, Jane by Design, what is Jane by Design? I've never heard of this show. Like, yeah, it's just, I guess it's just something that we never get here down in Oz. So I'm gonna have to do what Tommy said he was gonna do, and I might have to get onto the Pirate Bay. Actually, is that legal for me to say on YouTube? I mean, I'll purchase it at the nearest retail outlet. Monday, Rouge. Oh, I loved your video. It was so crazy seeing it swap from, like, you know, webcam quality to lovely quality. How frustrating is it when, you know, you record something and it, you know, your battery dies, or, you know, you accidentally didn't hit record, or your lens cap was on the entire time. Like, oh my god, I know, I've definitely been there. So annoying, isn't it? But no, it was fantastic absolutely seeing you. And let's see, what did you talk about? True Blood! True Blood! Oh, I am such a fan of True Blood. Are you watching season 5 at the moment? I am watching it. I know it's, like, I think I'm watching it at the same time as it's being aired in the US, so I'm up to episode 4, I believe, and I'm liking what I'm seeing. It was really interesting seeing your androgynous roots as well, you know, seeing how a person is sort of built in terms of how they express themselves, how they have seen others express themselves, you know, family members and whatnot. You know, I think family members and friends definitely do have a massive impact on who you become as a person and how you express yourself. You know, if you surround yourself with, I don't know, neo-Nazis, then you might not feel so comfortable dressing, you know, in a pink flamingo skirt. So, you know, that's just an example. That's not connected to anyone in the channel. No one's a neo-Nazi, I don't think. Anyway, right? Yeah, I'm really getting a bit of more of a three-dimensional picture of who Rouge Noir is. Tommy, I found that I completely agree with your definition of androgyny. I mean, I guess there's no right or wrong definition because it's going to be different for everyone. But it's, yeah, basically, I find that my definition and your definition of androgyny they very much match up. Anyway, but that will actually give me a good segue into the topic. So let's get straight into it, shall we? So what does androgyny mean to me? Well, I think that androgyny is something that is, as other people have been stating, it's definitely something that's in the mind. It's something that you can express yourself with physically, in what you say, your actions. It's, yeah. It's something that does encompass a lot of things, and by that definition and by that very nature, it is hard to define. But I will do my best and I will give you my definition of what I feel androgyny is. Now, of course, we all know that androgyny is the combination and the mix of masculine and feminine traits. I think what draws me to androgyny is that sense of freedom. It's got, you know, like I said in my original video, it's like you've got, say, like a cup of, you know, feminine qualities and a shoe of masculine qualities, because I don't have another cup, you know, and you know, you sort of, you've got like a bowl in the middle and you're sort of pouring each thing in, and then whatever is left, you know, once you're happy with that combination, that is you, you know, and I think everybody does have that, and like Tommy said, everyone in a way is androgynous. Now, there is a key difference, of course, though, and I think the best way I can find to express it to you is by comparing it to, say, another subculture or another lifestyle. So I'm going to compare it to the goth subculture. Now, when you think about androgyny, of course, like I just said, everyone can be androgynous, but then again, everyone, we can say, could potentially carry traits of the gothic subculture, you know, mentally, be it, you know, how they do their makeup, you know, whatever, you know, it doesn't matter. But, you know, people do carry these certain traits. Now, so I do think that you can, much like the gothic subculture or the punk subculture or whatever, you can definitely have elements of that within you, but there is a difference, I believe, between having, say, androgynous elements about you and being androgynous. You know what I mean? If not, I'll see if I can try to clarify it further. How do I say it? I think it's not, I toyed a lot with this idea because I was trying to think of, like, you know, I think, while yes, it's definitely the aspect of going, yes, I am androgynous, this is what I identify myself with, I liken myself and find myself very comfortable within this world of androgyny, but also you find there's people who are, I guess, incidentally androgynous, you know, people who just don't feel comfortable in their set genders clothing, you know. Of course, this does extend to many other lifestyles as well. But if I'm trying to focus on androgyny, this is what I'm going to focus on. So, yeah, you know, for example, such as Sigourney Weaver. You know, Sigourney Weaver has a lot of masculine traits about her, yet she's incredibly feminine and incredibly sexy. So I feel that, you know, like, she, in a way, is very androgynous. So it's, yeah, it's definitely, it's a fine line, because I don't know whether she would necessarily identify herself as androgynous. She would probably more identify herself as, like, say, feminist. But, yeah, it's, so I guess there's an incidental sort of way of identifying yourself as androgynous, and then there's an active way of saying, yes, I'm androgynous. I find myself actively identifying myself as androgynous. I say, yes, this is what I am, and this is how I choose to express myself, both mentally, physically, you know, and in what I say, and all that. So, just hopefully that makes sense. So, to recap, I believe that yes, there's you can identify yourself as androgynous, and you can actively be involved in the androgynous community, and then there are people who have androgynous elements, and I think that is everyone. I think everyone does, because like I said in my original video, not every single person, I've never ever met someone who is 100% masculine or 100% feminine. It's, there's just no such person. Everyone has a little bit of both in them. But at the same time, I don't think they would necessarily call themselves androgynous. So it's really case to case. And I don't think I necessarily have the right to say you're androgynous or you're not androgynous. But in saying that, I think that it's really up to the person themselves to say, I identify as androgynous and I actively pursue androgyny. And then there's people who just happen to be, it's maybe they don't know that they're androgynous, but that's just how they feel comfortable in expressing themselves, such as tomboys or femme boys or whatever, and then there are people who have those elements about them. So, look, I thank you for sticking with me for so long through that long ramble, and that's pretty much what androgyny means to me. So, yeah, so I guess, until next week, I'll catch you next Wednesday, and I'll keep an eye out, I guess, for my Gaga video on my personal channel. If you want to see some photos from that night and my look and my friends' looks and things like that, head to my Facebook page, which is facebook.com/DavidKDaveyOfficial. So that's pretty much it, guys. Anyway, like us on Facebook as well, Femme Ferocity, which is facebook.com/Femme Ferocity, because you'll get all the latest updates. You'll get, when we announce the topic, you'll get, exclusive photos, all that kind of thing. That's all the content that you'll see on that Facebook page. So definitely head over there and like it if you like us and you've subscribed to us. So that's pretty much it. I will talk to you all next week. Mwah. See you guys.